Cha-Cha's history in 30 days.
The follow-up to cult film Twin Town, many of the all-star cast have been reunited, will be at the La Cha-Cha premiere. The director of cult film Twin Town has a new film out and it has its premiere tonight. La Cha-Cha, filmed on the Gower Peninsula, reunites the cast members of the cult classic, including Keith Allen and brothers Rhys and Llyr Evans. Well, our reporter Rhys Williams is at the premiere in Llanelli for us tonight. Rhys.
Yes, thank you. After party at the Ponderosa, what's the existing Llamonca like? These are all phrases that if you're from this area, you've been soaked in from a young age and you hear quoted all the time. Twin Town became a cult classic when it was released. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it was very popular in Iran and the Ukraine as well. I've no idea why. Now this, La Cha-Cha, is a standalone film. It is not a sequel to Twin Town. However, the vast majority of the original cast have come back to film in this film set on the Gower Peninsula. Even the Hollywood star Dougray Scott flew over from America for a few nights of filming on Gower. Now, what's most remarkable about it is that, as you hear in my report, Kevin Allen managed to persuade all of the actors here to do it for nothing. It's been some time since the Lewis twins burst onto our screens in Twin Town. It fast became a cult classic, especially in Swansea.
I was wondering if you could get me more of those mushrooms.
The drug-fuelled black comedy tells the story of the clash between the Lewis twins and Bryn Cartwright. It's been nearly a quarter of a century since Twin Town was first released, giving us its gritty and irreverent look at life in Swansea. Many of the iconic locations, though, look almost exactly the same today. Cromwell Street on to Constitution Hill here, where the Lewis twins went on their high-speed joyride in the opening scenes of the film. This new film, La Cha-Cha, isn't a sequel, it's a standalone film with all the same cast, but it's actually filmed, this time, over there, on the Gower Peninsula. Filmed entirely on mobile phones, La Cha-Cha is described as a counterculture romantic comedy with a big heart and a few bizarre cameos. It's about a woman who inherits a campsite populated with eccentric elderly residents that finds itself in financial difficulties. Most of the cast and crew of Twin Town made the journey to Gower to film, including Rhys and Llyr Evans, Dougray Scott and Keith Allen.
We had nothing. There was no time to get financing together. We got local investors, you know, just put a few quid in the pot here and there. We just had catering just by the skin of our teeth, you know.
Obviously it was interesting because it was during lockdown. So to actually be able to go off and do something was just fantastic, and to see people, that was brilliant. I dipped in and out. And when I was here, we had some pretty bad weather.
I think if you love Twin Town, then you would accept that this is a step towards Twin Town 2. It will give you the flavour, the sense of it all, and also the opportunity to see those of us that are still alive back in it with a bit of luck.
Keith Allen ending that report there. Now, I said it wasn't a sequel to Twin Town, but you may have noticed some nods and winks to it if you've seen the original film. Obviously, Twin Town ends with a male voice choir rendition of Mafanwy. La Cha-Cha ends with a rendition of Calon Lan. Anyway, they look like there's a very exciting evening in store here at Parc Y Scarlets. I'm off to have my hot dogs for tea.
Very jealous, Rhys. Thank you very much.